Yeah. Yeah.
Look at me.
Bench mob, they're speaking the facts that you wanna hear. They rep a jersey, the vision is clear. Diamonds glisten like a chandelier. You know what I'm here for, like Marshawn Lynch. At clutch time, we do not flinch. Real brothers, we do not switch. Hit home runs with the right pitch. Who run the city? What to do when they hating on you? I feel like Kobe 2010. I ain't taking an L, all I need is a win. Business is business, you know how they go. You playing the seats, now it's time to grow. Tuning now, gotta be in the know. Showtime, bitch, my about to blow.
I ain't seen from now. Miles, he was really.
Next my podcast. What's up, bro?
Yeah, welcome back to another episode of the Bench Mob ENT. We have special guest Paige Davenport in the building tonight. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule to hop on. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm so excited to be here. Looking forward to sharing my story with you guys.
So first off, we want to start off by congratulating you with now having a job with the Eagles. I want to make sure I get it right. Season ticket member services coordinator. Is that correct?
That is correct. It's a long title, but that's it.
So with that title, right, for those who may not know, who don't know, what consists of that title for you? What's your role in that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I was actually a fan services intern, so I just got promoted to this new STM services role. But I focus mostly on onboarding all of our new season ticket members, planning all the events for our season ticket members, such as like holiday photos. Right now, I'm planning the draft party at the stadium, but it's all things fan recovery, fan ambassador programs, just making sure at the end of the day, all of our fans have a wonderful time, and that we had a part in making sure they did.
Okay, that sounds good. Graduate from Temple, right? So once you graduated from Temple, as you said, you were an intern there. Was this always where you wanted to take your degree in this path?
Yeah, so I've always been interested in like sports and hospitality. Right now, I'm in like the membership services side. So I knew even with Temple, my degree is from the School of Sport, Tourism, and Hospitality Management. So I always got that crossover from like the hospitality and the sports side of people who work in hotels or sports. So I knew that I wanted to be in a path where I could show my customer service and hospitality in sports and combining those two and catering to fans and making sure at the end of the day they have an amazing experience.
Those are two great marriages right there. Customer service and sports.
Mm-hmm.
That's in the market that you're in with the fans that you have is definitely important that you make a nice time for them. So that's huge. Of course, just like in any industry, how you treat your customers is everything. So it doesn't matter if it's the hotel, restaurant, sports, you want to make customers come back. How for you, right? 2021 was rough for a lot of people. How's your 2022 been so far?
Yeah, so it's been amazing. I know that COVID years, we're trying to get over those, but back then I was a senior in college, so I was looking for a senior internship. So it was always hard during that time to find sports because at that point, sports were like shut down. So I ended up working for like a floral design company and doing events and marketing, but I got that experience. So it's great to be back in sports. Sports are in full swing. The vaccine mandate has been dropped. So I'm so excited for next season, getting ready for all the events we have planned, training camp. Next season, all of our guys coming back. I'm so excited.
So growing up, at what point did your love for sports start? Miles, of course, let me know you played softball growing up. When did you start having a love for sports?
Yeah. So growing up an athlete, family full of athletes, my brother, my dad, my sister all played sports. And I was also a football manager in high school. So I had a love for the game, being able to help out at the games, the coaches, just the whole atmosphere. So I would say probably like my junior year and senior year when I was thinking of like, where do I want to go? What's my passion? What is something that really motivates me? And it was something along the lines of being in sports, having that passion of working in sports. So I knew that I wanted to be near a city, especially in Philadelphia now. So there's 4 major sports teams. We have all the colleges. So I just knew that my passion aligned with being in sports, following my mind and just going to a city near a bunch of sports so I could get that opportunity and volunteer and all the activities that align with it.
I know I have a sports degree. I know how tough it is to get a job, especially in the tri-state area. For you, what has been some of the things that you could say has like been some of your challenges, especially like I said, you mentioned Philly, you got Philly, New York, Jersey, this whole area is filled with sports, and I'm sure you've seen it. People from all over the country will come here to try to sport. So what were some of the challenges for you during this time from Temple to now?
Yeah, definitely a challenge is being a woman in sport. It's probably a male dominated area of field. So being a woman has always been challenging for me, but just pushing myself to say like, I belong here. I'm going to push that glass ceiling because I know I fit at this table and I can have a seat and deal with everyone and just be involved. So probably one of my challenges was just overcoming that and like just stepping past that and saying like, I belong here. I can keep working and do what I need to do and just follow this passion of mine.
I think that's huge, and something good that you pointed out. Because I wanted to ask this too, like how important is representation, you think, especially in specifically the sports industry?
It is so important because I know even from college, my classes were small and I was rarely see women in my classes, or especially women of color. So representation does matter a lot. So I love having inspirations like Nicole Lynn, probably one of my biggest inspirations, just following along with her. I just got her book. She's got an amazing story of how she overcame all these obstacles. But definitely the representation matters because I have little girls who will message me and be like, hey, like, I see where you are. Like, can you give me some advice and what you should do? I always say like network, go on LinkedIn, follow those teams you're interested in. And even if you just like reach out to someone and be like, hey, I see that you work in this position. Like, can you give me some advice? Like, you don't always have to ask for something, but just have someone give you that advice and take 5 minutes to tell you about your day or what you do on a daily basis or some challenges you face to give them that insight.
That's dope that you have people reaching out to you, and I'm pretty sure you understand how much of a responsibility it is too when you have people of the younger generation looking up to you. For you, mentioned the name already. Were there any other inspirations that you looked up to that you admonished in the sport you growing up?
Yeah, so that was probably, I would say she's my favorite one right now, but I know like a lot of my professors and I've had like some mentors. I was in this program where you could have a mentor, and I had this woman, Tamara, I won't say her last name, but Tamara, and she worked in PR. So I was able to meet with her like once a week for maybe 6 months and just talk to her about her position and advice for me. So definitely I would advise people to get those mentors and have someone you can just reach out to and ask questions about. And she helped me with my resume and the application process after college. So definitely really inspiring.
That's dope because I mean, I know they don't have that at every college where they have a mentor to help you, and especially like you said afterwards with the resume process. So I think that's really dope. Shout out to doing that because trust me, I know it's a lot of colleges that do not set you up to succeed, especially after once you graduate. So with that being the case, in 2022, like where we're at right now, right? In regards to social injustice, women's rights, where do you see the state of sports? Like, do you feel it's trending in the right direction, or is it more of the same?
Yeah, I think we are treading in the right direction. I know we've kind of been at a standstill sometimes, but I would say we're going in the right direction. Being more vocal with our sports teams and maybe even working more in the community, I think that would be really helpful and just show that we care and we're here. I think that'd be amazing.
So it's such a competitive field, sports in general, but then working in sports is also very competitive, right? So you mentioned networking. In your opinion, how do you balance out the competitive aspect of you trying to be at your best, but also that teamwork, networking aspect in your field?
Yeah. So I say I always come to work and try to be better than yesterday, build towards a better event, or just what else can I do? What new ideas can I bring to the table? So I always try to put my best foot forward every time I come into work, but I also have that balance of trying to help someone else out, networking and being a part of, like, even if someone from Temple, I was in previous clubs, it's like they'd ask me to come back and speak. Like, I'm always like, let me check my schedule, but like, I would love to come back and talk to you guys and share some advice with everybody. But just got to find that like work-life balance with everything to balance it all out.
So you big time. So they want you to come back and speak at the con. That's
Yeah, in
huge.
like one of the clubs, one of our clubs.
Hey, huge still regardless. Being that, to me though, that's huge because they obviously respect you and they know that when you do speak, it's going to actually, because I'm sure you've seen some people that speak and they don't be saying nothing that make any sense and is helpful. So I think that's a credit to you.
Yeah.
So with this field, right? So now you're working for the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
I've known Miles for a little bit. He's told me, you know, the family ties to sports teams. Are you now de facto an Eagles fan now?
Yes, I am 100% an Eagles fan. My heart resides with Philly. I love the guys. They're amazing players, and we had a good season, and we're gonna have a good one next year.
Where do you see, in your opinion, where do you see the ceiling being for the Eagles this year? And the NFC East, which is, I'm sure you know, is a very non-competitive division over the last couple of years. Where do you see the Eagles going this season?
I think they're going to have a good season. We've got some good guys coming back and some trades, and hopefully we do have some first-round draft picks. So I'm looking forward to the season. I think we're heading in a great direction. Nick Sirianni's great. So I think it'll be a good season for us.
So, Eagles fan, of course, but I just want to get your opinion. This has probably have been the craziest NFL offseason in our lifetime. I don't know about the people before us, but in our lifetime, this has been a pretty crazy NFL offseason. What has been the biggest move, in your opinion, that has happened this offseason?
I know I saw a lot of them, but I know Russell Wilson. He's on the, where do they trade him to? The
Broncos now.
Yeah, that's crazy. And Baker Mayfield, he's not looking too good right now.
I don't know what's going to happen with Baker.
Yeah.
I don't. Deshaun Watson is over there.
Mm-hmm.
Since we brought up Baker, what is your thoughts on the Deshaun Watson situation? No criminal charges were given, but it's still civil court. And it's like the NFL said, hey, you didn't go to jail. We're going to give you $250 million guaranteed, just like that, as if nothing happened, as if these 22 women. Yeah. What's your thoughts on it?
I don't know if I can talk too much about that one, but crazy situation, I would just say.
Got you. One piece of advice for any individual trying to get into the sports industry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so some good advice, I would say. Are you still there?
Yeah, we still here.
Okay. Sorry, my Zoom just cut out. But some piece of advice I would say is volunteer, get that experience wherever it is. You may not know this is where you want to go, but if you get that experience somewhere, you can find out what you like and what you don't like. So I know there's like unpaid internships, paid internships, and even if you just like message a company saying, oh, I'd love to be a part of this and just volunteer with you, get that experience because it'll be very beneficial. It'll help you find your path of what you want to do or what you don't want to do. So I would just say experience is so vital. Reaching out to those people around you, networking, joining clubs, just being active in the community and in the sports realm will get you far.
Now we are at the With the Quickness segment, which is our fire segment.
Heard about this?
All right, let's start on the easy one. What's your go-to meal?
Go-to meal, pasta.
Pasta, okay. So we're going to break it down further. What type of?
Vodka pasta.
Okay.
Penne vodka pasta with chicken.
Pasta with chicken. Okay. I could dig it. Power or snowfall?
Power.
I
love power through and through. I need to watch the new snowfall season, actually.
Okay. So power, we're going with that. So cap or facts?
Okay.
Cap or facts? The Yankees will win a championship in the next 5 years.
Facts.
Facts, okay.
You know we love the Yankees.
I had a question. Give me your men's and women's college national champion. I know it's been pretty crazy. It's been a lot of upsets and everything like that. Who do you think is going to actually win in both the men and the women's?
Ooh, this is good. I know. I'm always root for UConn women. I know it could be them, South Carolina, and the guys. They knocked out UConn. I was rooting for them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm stuck on that one. Who do you think for the men?
I'm going South Carolina.
Okay.
For men's. I want them to
They're
win.
good. They're good.
Last year, it was a missed layup that prevented them to go, and so I hope this year they get it done. And then the men's, I'm going to go with Gonzaga, the number one overall.
Okay.
They got like 6 NBA players on the roster. Like,
Destined for greatness. They're destined.
yeah, I'm going to go with the stack deck right there. I'm going to go with the so I don't know if you heard before we hopped on, you mentioned the mandate. It has been dropped also in the private sector in New York.
Oh, wow.
Kyrie Irving being full-time now means what? Fill in the blank.
He can play?
He's going to be able to play full-time now.
Nice. That's awesome.
And Kyrie being full-time means what for the Nets?
Championship? What do you think?
Woo!
It means what?
I think I don't know if it's enough just them two, because I'm hearing Ben Simmons got a herniated disc now, and he might be out for the rest of the year. So,
oh no. Well, we have James Harden in Philly.
James Harden in Philly, Joel, we've talked.
They ball.
We've talked extensively on the show with that one.
Nice.
We got a Nets fan on the show. He's
okay.
His anger with Harden.
It happens.
Excellent of Philly. Do you think Philly has a better chance to win over Brooklyn as currently constructed?
I think so. I think they do. I know when they came here, we did lose. We did lose to Brooklyn, but I think they have a good shot.
I think it's between them. I'd give it more to Milwaukee and Miami over Brooklyn. I feel like Milwaukee, obviously the champs. Miami, gritty. And then, you feel me? It's just like Brooklyn is kind of last minute.
It's tricky. Yeah. So we'll see. It'll come down to the fine line.
Yeah, I think so. And if Ben could figure out his back, then maybe we'll have a different discussion there. We'll ask what we think. If you had the opportunity to watch any athlete, front row seats, court side, 50-yard line, which athlete would that be?
Serena Williams.
Ooh, I like that.
She's good. She's amazing. I love watching her play, and to see her front court side, that'd be awesome.
Serena, I like that answer.
That's a good one.
Stranded on an island. 3 TV shows you have on repeat.
Okay. Power, Good Girls, and Scandal.
Oh, okay.
Scandal's good. I haven't seen that in a while.
I'm mad they stopped Good Girls. I really thought that was actually.
That's a good one. Wait, I'm on the new season right now. I didn't know they're stopping it after this.
Yeah, I know they had talks about doing another season, but I think they stopped it after this and it went to Netflix after that. It was on CBS, NBC, and I used to tune in every week, like, oh, what they gonna do this?
That's a good one, right? They're crazy.
I'm like that. The ratings that they had on it and the viewers, I'm like, yo, people don't know good TV because Good Girls.
This is a good one. Good Girls is a good one.
Really, really good one. All right, last one before we get you out of here. 5 people, dead or alive, that you could spend a day with, chilling, picking their brain, getting some wisdom from them. 5 people, dead or alive, that you would choose.
Okay. Beyonce, Rihanna, Barack Obama, Denzel Washington. Drake.
I'll tell you this. This is record time. You're the first person to ever shoot them off like that. That
was quick.
First person.
I might think about it, but I'm gonna go with them for now. They're good.
First person ever. Thank you so much. We appreciate you for hopping on with the Bench Mob ENT. Paige Davenport, y'all make sure y'all go check out some Eagles games. Make sure y'all go check her out. If you guys are Eagles fans and y'all watch this, make sure you get your season ticket holders. You're gonna be her to get all your stuff right.
Yeah.
Definitely check it out. And you already know, make sure y'all subscribe, share this, like it, turn on your notifications. But you know the vibes. If you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready. Bench Mob, we out. Peace.
All right. Thanks, guys, for having me.